Hey Kingdom, it's me, normal Hydro, or regular Hydro. Oh, I'm not playing a character, okay? Wow, bad start. Okay, finally, it is time to do my long awaited Q&A. I was supposed to do this Q&A a couple of weeks after I told people to ask me all those questions, and now it's been 11 months. I am so freaking sorry about how long it's been. I don't really have a good excuse as to why it's been that long. Initially, basically, here's what happened. This is just me being completely honest. It started off, I was like, it's kind of daunting, it's going to be a lot of work. I'll put it back a week. Yeah, I'll put it back another week. You know what? It can wait another week. And then a month had gone by and I was like, alright, you know what? It can wait another month. It's been 11 months, okay? It's getting to a point where I'm never going to do it, and that is so unfair for all of you. I'm so sorry. This was meant to be a celebration of my 100k, and now we are at 105k subscribers. Thank you so much for that, by the way. That is literally a dream come true, and I can't tell you how grateful I am for all of your support. So here we are, finally, at the Q&A. Let's get this done. Let's get this show on the road, I guess. I am so bad unscripted. It is actually not even funny. I'm so sorry. Right, I was gonna read each question beforehand and write a detailed script sort of thing, and, this whole thing was originally going to be scripted, but I came to the realisation that Q&As they're innately personal, aren't they? And I wanted it to be more authentic. I haven't read any of these questions. I mean, obviously it's been 11 months, but I wanted these questions to hit me, and I wanted to give you my most authentic answer, as if you were asking me them in person, completely out of the blue. So, opposed to writing a whole script and making it a whole big thing, I think I'm going to do it more as like a stream. I mean, it's not a stream, but like a podcasty kind of thing, where I read them and you're hit with my initial reaction, so to speak. So, without further ado, once again, I'm really sorry for how long it took, but let's do this. I'm going to start with the Patreon questions first, because, I'm just gonna. And, let's get into this. I've also decided not to read out people's names. The reason for that is I'm almost certain that I'll butcher them, and I don't need any more embarrassment. I've already made you wait long enough, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. Okay, first question on Patreon. Let's do this. What kind of scenes do you enjoy the most? Male for female, male for male, rough, soft, that kind of thing. I don't really have a preference between male for female and male for male. It's the same thing, basically. It's just, different pronouns. My favourite to do, even though that's not on the options, is male for all. I find male for all, it can be slightly more challenging, but it appeals to a wider range of people, and that's kind of my favourite go-to audio to do. It's difficult to do that when it comes to NSFW content, because, for obvious reasons, I tend to make those more gendered, but you can do NSFW male for all content. It's just, it takes a little bit more creativity. And in terms of like the intensity, I prefer more dramatic audios. I like to sort of really throw my emotions out there, which is awful for ASMR, but that's what I prefer to do. I prefer to do more emotional stuff opposed to more soft, cute stuff. Soft, cute stuff's really, really easy to do, and if something's really, really easy to do, usually it's not as high quality. So I do prefer to do more dramatic stuff, but given the fact that I'm an ASMR content creator, I can't always just be screaming in front of the mic, or else I wouldn't be ASMR, would I? God, that was a long-winded answer, sorry. Right then, next question. Congrats, King. Thank you. You deserve this milestone. Oh, thank you so much. We did it together. Here are 3 potential questions for you. I don't think they're potential questions, I think they're actual questions. What's the strangest, most embarrassing purchase you've ever made? Wow. God, I've brought some really weird shit in my time. I tell you the one that, like, was the most difficult to explain. I think it was like last year. I brought a torch, you know, like a flashlight, and it was £600, which is, what's that? It's got to be like $700 in it or something like that. Basically, it was very expensive, and when it turned up and I showed it people were like, "Why did you spend that much on a flashlight?" And I was like, you know, just in case they ever need to light up a whole field. And they were like, but when will that, like, why? And to be honest, I didn't have an answer for them. I literally did just buy it for no reason at all. Got it right next to me, right there. I love it. But that's probably, I don't know, to be honest. That's not really embarrassing, but it is kind of, like, difficult to explain. Okay. What is something you'd never do again? Probably go and see CKY live. Mostly because when I go to watch a band, I do like them to actually play in tune and, to be honest, actually play the instruments. Now, no hate towards them, but oh god, that was a shit fucking concert I went to. Right. What are your favourite accents to do or listen to? I do like doing a Scottish accent because it comes quite naturally to me. Growing up, my best friend was Scottish and 2 of my teachers were Scottish, and I sort of picked it up naturally from them. But I think my favourite accent to do, like, or I'd really like to be able to do, is an American accent because it's so versatile. But I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at it at all. I use it a lot in my audios because I'm trying to practice, but it's just, I don't know, I just keep messing up on the dialect. And it's funny because, like, an awful lot of English voice actors do American accents. I mean, just look at the lady who plays Jinx. I can't remember, is it Ella Purnell? Something like that? She does, like, the best American accent on the face of the planet. And she's English as well, and normally it comes quite naturally to English people, but it doesn't to me, and I have to really work at it. So I guess, you know, long-winded answer again. Jesus Christ, this video is going to be like 9 hours long, but I'd say an American accent just because I really want to master it. Oh, I would just like to add a standard American accent, because there's multiple different dialects, of course. Okay, next question. Do you listen to other ASMR creators, and if so, who? Not really. I used to a lot when I first started, but I don't. Not recently. I do occasionally drop in on creators here and there and have a listen to see what they're up to. I think it's really important to sort of broaden your horizon and listen to everybody, big or small, and just see what they're doing. I have always taken inspiration from multiple different sources when it comes to ASMR. Now, I do want to put this out there, I'm not a copycat, right? I don't steal people's shit, but taking inspiration and stealing are whole different things. What I do is I'll listen to somebody and say, I really like how they've done that. I wonder how I can incorporate that into my audio with my own style, sort of thing. I wonder if that'll sound good. So I do think it's very important to continue looking around and seeing what everybody else is doing and what everybody else is doing differently to learn more, really. The biggest thing I look at now, currently, is mixing with other content creators. I like to listen to other content creators and think, you know, how loud do they have their sound effects? Or what sound effect did they use to convey this specific action? You know, that's kind of what I look at when I listen to other content creators. Back in the day, I used to listen to Toshi a lot, Toshi.mp3. She's a really, really good friend, but she moved over to being a VTuber. Haven't really heard much of her since. I'm sure she was mixed in with some controversy, but we won't get into that. I used to listen to... Actually, I still do listen to Seiko. HydroKingVA, I've been in a few of his audios. We've collabed together a few times. He's a absolute genius. He's so good at what he does. I could gush about him all day. His attention to detail it's second to none, and his audios are they are the most pristine premium ASMR audios you can get. Who have I been listening to recently? I'm gonna have a look through my history, because I don't really watch YouTube on my HydroKing account unless it's looking for inspiration. I've been listening to Jozza, who's actually a really good friend. He has got a fucking brilliant voice. In fact, I'm so jealous of him. Jozza's a great friend, and I care about him very dearly. But my God, as he got the golden pipes of yore, his acting is insane, but his voice, goddamn, it's perfect. Wish I had that. Gigi, oh my God, I love Gigi. She's a really good friend as well. Why have I been looking at so many right. Wholesome Girlfriend ASMR. She's brilliant. She has such an innate way of acting. I love her audios because they feel so authentic. Like a Jinx content. Oh my God, she's brilliant. Nux Moon Reads, he's really good. I love his personality as well. You know, I've got to say a big thanks to Nux, because I don't think without him I wouldn't have got to 100k so fast. Big thanks to Nux. Love him to pieces. Sagin, holy shit. I haven't listened to Sagin in ages. I'm looking through my subscribers now. Sorry, my subscriptions now. Sagin, God, he was really, really good, but I think he left. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Core Voices. Oh, that's the guy who trained me. That's my master. Jesus, that was a bit much. But he helped me out. Helped me out a great deal. Massive thanks to Core. Toshi. What else have I been listening to? Phasmid ASMR. He's brilliant. He's really, really good. His ability to convey emotion is insane. He's such a good voice actor. British as well. He's part of the crew. Cozy Cub. Oh, Coda. Yagami Yoto. Desmond ASMR, he's so good. It's his storytelling, man. Desmond ASMR, his storytelling is absolutely insane. He's so good. Ali Cursor, she's brilliant. She to be honest, she is. I'm saying this about everybody. I look like such a fucking sycophant, but it's true. Everybody's so cool. I love everybody. But Ali Cursor, I only recently discovered Ali. Actually, she's brilliant though. Her audios are so fantastic, and she's so like, she produces an audio every week, I think. So she puts out tons of content, but every single one is perfect. It's like flawless. Her acting's amazing. She's so cool. But yeah, okay, I take inspiration from a lot of people, alright? So yeah, I do listen to other creators, but not for like relaxation purposes. I listen to them for inspiration and education, I guess, just to see what everybody else is doing, just to see how everybody else does things. And yeah, I think a lot of like my friends like Seiko and Jozza, I like to just sort of drop in and be like, you know, just see how they're doing and, you know, show my support, I guess. But for the most part, yeah, I do like to listen to other creators for inspiration. Okay, next question. Hey Hydro, so awesome you're doing this. Oh. What inspired you to start doing audios? Have I already answered this? Oh dude, I've got ahead like a sieve. If I answer the same question twice, just cross-reference them and see like how many mistakes I made or if they change. No, like I said, or I think I said, or I didn't say, I can't remember. But initially, what inspired me to start doing audios was practice. It really was practice. It was voice acting practice. Casting call was just not doing it for me, and I wanted to voice act so badly. I wanted to just express myself and just, go for it, so to speak. And I also liked, which is a very self-destructive thing to do, but I also liked how raw the comments were on YouTube. So if I put something out on YouTube, a piece of art I'd done, and it was like I'd put an awful lot of effort into making this audio drama, and somebody leaves a comment underneath saying something along the lines of, "Hydro, you're the worst, I want to hit you with a shovel, also your mixes are shit." I'm really good at just completely disregarding the being hit with a shovel part and just looking at the, oh shit, yeah, my mix was a little off, and I quite liked that. I liked how sort of untamed the questions were, because when you show your work to people you trust and people you care about, even though I care about and trust an awful lot of people, they don't want to make you upset, right? And they want to water down what they actually think. And I don't want that, because I don't think I'll improve, with that. I think I'll improve when people give me the harsh truth. So that was initially why I started doing YouTube, was purely just to practice VA, but I sort of latched onto the ASMR community and fell in love with it, fell in love with the people, certainly fell in love with the fans of ASMR, and it just sort of spiraled off from there, But initially, I'd say practice, really, is what sort of inspired me to start doing it. But there was also a bunch of other things that kind of got me into it as well, like I started listening to ASMR to try and relax during lockdown, and that's kind of where I found this place to practice voice acting, I guess. But yeah, bit of a messy answer, but that's because there's a million different reasons as to why, but predominantly when people ask me that, I just say practice, really, because that's what it was. It was for me to hone my craft, to learn more about what I love doing, which is voice acting. Well, acting in general. Okay, next question. What kind of characters do you like to interpret in your audios? A dom or a sub character? I felt like he was missing something there. So your question is, do I prefer dom or sub, mostly? I prefer to do dom characters because I feel like there's more emotional range with a dom. There's so much more I can sort of take a dom in terms of acting, whereas I actually find it easy to play a sub. So even though I prefer to play a dom, playing a sub is easier for me. And it's not because I'm a sub. It's just because I don't know. There's just something innately comforting being a sub, I guess. God, this is making me look like such a bottom, but no, I prefer playing doms just because there's more emotion into being a dom, like that cold anger, that cold fury, that cold control. I mean, it's not always that way, but you can really take that a lot of places. So yeah, I would say dom. Hi, I have a very simple question. Sorry if this is personal. What is your sexuality? I love your videos, by the way. It's up for debate. I'll let you know when I work it out. Yeah, totally up for debate. What is the most difficult scene to film? What are the most difficult scenes to film? Embarrassing scenes, different voices, like what do you struggle with the most? Probably accents, I would say. Like I said before, even though I love doing accents, to keep them consistent is very difficult, and it's very taxing to completely embody a different accent. So I'd probably say those are the most difficult. Yeah. Okay. I am going to go with this. What kind of work do you do outside of ASMR? Hobbies, jobs, sports? I do this full time. Patreon is it's really, really good. I wouldn't be able to do this without Patreon. So Patreon is currently my job, basically. That's why I put so much effort into Patreon. And YouTube, it's good for earning a few caps here and there, but it's not the most lucrative business in the world. But Patreon, though, they're great. Patreon, I love this place so much. I've been thinking about expanding though recently. Thinking about going over to like Reddit, places like that. But that's a different topic. In terms of hobbies, I play in a band. That's what I do. Like, it's where most of my free time goes, is playing in a band. I also love to travel, particularly festivals, particularly rock festivals, rock and metal festivals. My favourite's Download. So I guess that's my hobbies, is travel and playing in a band. If you want to ask what instrument I play bass currently, but I didn't originally, but I wasn't cut out to be a lead guitarist, unfortunately. But I'm a damn good bass player. Oh, I got that funk. In terms of sports, I go to the gym and I like to walk, but I don't really play sports all that often. I used to love tennis. I used to love playing tennis. I was never a big fan of soccer. I did play rugby when I was at school, and I did box for a while as well. But I was never very good at either, to be fair. I'm not a huge fan of being punched in the face. I am good at punching people in the face, but I don't like being punched in the face myself. And but no, I guess for sports it'd be tennis. Okay, if you could go back and redo high school, would you? Fuck no. High school was the worst years of my life. I went to I don't come from a very rich background, and I went to a very crap high school. It's actually one of the worst rated high schools in the UK, and I went there and I was a total outcast. I couldn't make friends for shit. I was so quiet and so repressed, and naturally when you're that kind of a person and you're in that kind of a shit environment, you tend to attract the attention of less than desirable people, and I used to get bullied really bad. And the worst part is that the teachers, they didn't give a shit. It was to a point where, because I always had a problem where I never used to not fight back. So if somebody was being a dick to me, I'd give as good as I got. But the problem was I was an outcast and I had no one backing me up. Whereas these people were like, I was giving as good as I got to like 9 people. And I don't care how tough you are, you cannot take on any more than one person at a time, right? Like, those martial art movies, they lied to you. And I just had some of the worst fucking experiences in the world at school. I remember at school, it was horrendous. I went to the teacher at one point as well, and explained to them, because this was during a really particularly tough time, where there was actually a gang waiting outside of school for me, and I was probably about 13 at the time, and these kids that were waiting for me were actually like 16, 17, because I'd really pissed off the wrong crowd. I hadn't done anything wrong, I just stood up to the wrong person. Somebody was being a dick to me, I was being a dick back to them, and then I thought that was the end of it, but they decided to go and get this huge gang to come and kill me. And I told the teacher, and I was like, there's a gang waiting outside, like, to literally take my head off. I'm almost certain they're armed. And the teacher was like, have you tried making friends with them? That's the school I went to. It was fucking useless. I hated it there. So, no, wouldn't redo high school if my life depended on it. It was awful. However, college, when I left high school, was like the best thing ever. I made tons of friends. Everybody was really nice there. I loved it. So if you ask me if I'd redo college, in a heartbeat, I love college. It was like some of the best years of my life. You know, but high school, no. No, didn't like high school at all. Okay. So that's my boring questions of the day. Congratulations on being amazing. Congratulations on being the amazing person you are. Thank you so much. Sorry, it's early. My reading sucks. Hi, congrats on the 100k. Thank you so much. Anyway, my questions are, is there any common misconceptions about you that you don't get? Yeah, everyone thinks I'm Australian. I'm not. I'm from the UK. From the Midlands in the UK. I'm about as UK as you can physically get. But there's so many people who are like, I love your Australian accent. Now, I'm like, I always take it in my stride, so I don't get offended by it or anything. I'm just like, oh, thank you. I mean, it's not Australian, but thank you very much. So that's probably the biggest misconception. What is something you enjoy doing outside of YouTube? I guess making music, probably, is the biggest one. And gaming. Yeah. Right then. Congrats on 100k. Thank you. Here's a simple one. Do you have a favourite Studio Ghibli movie? Or how about a favourite Disney movie? Favourite Studio Ghibli movie? Ooh, this is very cliche, but it's either Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away. you know, people can be like, oh, you know, that's what everybody says, but everybody says that for a reason, because those two are actually incredible. Plus, Christian Bale as Howl, oh my god, it's just perfect. Favourite Disney movie? God, I don't know, I really like Tangled. Are we talking about like live action? I'm just going to go for like animated for this one, but I really like Tangled. Moana was really good. You know what, Frozen's really good as well. I gotta admit, I've watched a lot of Disney movies. I do like them. You gotta respect art in all forms. Right. Oh, I've lost my place. Where are you? There we go. Okay, so another question for myself. For myself and other artists out there, is there any fan art that you'd ever want to see? May or may not be taking notes. Honestly, and I know this isn't the answer you want, but I like all fan art, literally any types, even the weird stuff. I think fan art is the most complimentary thing anybody could do for me. It's so sweet, and I love every single piece. I have a great deal of respect for artists. I think artists have it really hard out there, and for somebody to take the time to make fan art for me, gosh, anything, literally anything. Honestly, I love all types of fan art. So, yeah, I know that's. I know you might have wanted something specific, but honestly, there really isn't anything specific. I love all of my fan art. It's so special to me. I screenshot every single one and keep them all in a very safe folder on my PC. Have you ever wanted to write a book? Do you write stories in your free time? I do, but then I record them and put them on YouTube. As to writing a book, I would like to write a book, but it's a big commitment, from what I've seen anyway. I did actually dabble with the idea of writing a novel at one point, and it's a big commitment. It's a very, very difficult thing to do well, anyway, and then getting it published as well, which I'd love to do. It's a lot of work. It's not something you can... I mean, it is something you can do in your free time, but it would take like 3 or 4 years to get completed. So, yeah, it's definitely something I've toyed with. I've toyed with that idea before, but I'm not currently doing that. Hi, congrats, man. Thank you so much. I've got a pretty simple one, but which script has been your favourite one out of all of the ones you've done? Smiley face. Probably Cedric the Ghost. That was such a vibe to record. It was such a vibe, and it was such a vibe to write. It just all came together really, really well, and the audio is so beloved. It's not my most viewed video. My most viewed video has like 700,000 or 800,000 views, and I think Cedric might have about 500,000, somewhere around that ballpark, but it's still the one that everyone talks about today. And for me, Cedric kind of proves that if you really put a lot of passion into something, it resonates with people. And so Cedric's probably my favourite script. My most favourite recent script that I've wrote, probably my current Ghostface script, the NSFW one on Patreon. I do wish I'd have expanded on the NSFW part a bit more when it comes to that script. That's a non-YouTube friendly topic, but the actual overall idea of how, well, actually, I'm going to spoil it for you in case you're going to listen to it in the future, but I really like that idea, and I felt really connected to it whilst I was writing it. Not because I'm secretly a Ghostface, but just because I really enjoyed expanding upon that, Right, so I think that does it for the Patreon questions. I do, however, have some messages from people that didn't want to comment on the post but still wanted to ask questions. So I shall answer them now. There isn't many though. Right, where are my messages? Okay, so next question. Now these ones, like I said, these ones are messages in Patreon. Right. Hi Hydro, congratulations on 100k. I'm so proud of you and I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. This question can be a bit contentious, so you don't have to answer. Oh god, so you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. But politically, which side do you lean? Oh dear, here goes my channel. Right, no, I'm joking. Okay, so I'm not left wing or right wing. I have my own set of morals. Now, people can call me a centralist or a fence-sitter all they like, but what I am is somebody who fights for peace, safety, and acceptance for all, right? Regardless of what side you're on. I know what it feels like to be bullied, to be treated as if you're a literal monster for no other reason than you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. I know how it feels to be an outcast. So, I've always not taken people at face value. I've not taken what people say at face value without doing my own research first. So it doesn't matter if somebody is either left wing or right wing. Whatever they say, whatever they do, I will do my own research first and I will come to my own conclusion. And my own conclusion is always one that is based off peace, safety, and sanctity for all. I've always been very pro women's reproductive rights, I've always been very pro LGBT and trans rights, and I've always been on the side of just people, really. All walks, all colours, shapes, sizes, walks of life. I've always been pro people. So when people ask me that, are you left or right? I'm neither. I'm for the people. That's who I am. That's what I believe in. I believe in all people deserve respect and love, regardless of who they are. So yeah. That's my political alignment. Call me a fence sitter if you like. I don't believe that at all. I believe I hopped off the fence and didn't choose either side. I just went off and decided, you know what? The fence is stupid. But you know what's not stupid? People's lives. So, I care about people. That is my political alignment. See, that was one of them questions I shouldn't really answer, but I did want to just let people know that it doesn't matter who you are, you will be accepted in my kingdom. You can be trans, you can be of any race, any creed, any religion, you can be LGBT, you can be straight as an arrow, and I will 100% accept you and love you as long as you're a kind, caring person, and as long as you are willing to accept and love others equally as much. That's. I just wanted to get that out there, and I want people to know that. Right, okay, what's this one? Right, okay. Outside of ASMR, who is your favourite YouTuber? I don't know, actually, to be honest. I don't really have a favourite YouTuber. I can tell you some of the YouTube channels I watch. I'm a big fan of HydroKingVA. I love Chris Broad, Trash Taste as well. I watch a lot of Only Plays. Nile Red. Okay, I'm looking for my subscribers again. Hang on. Been watching a lot of Nile Red. Alex Steele as well. Colin Furs. I like making things, so I like their channels. And they're trying to say like outside of ASMR. Yeah. Flying Kitty. I don't know if did you guys grow up in the YouTube poop era? I love YTP, so Flying Kitty, I watch him quite a fair bit, even though he doesn't post all that much. I've also been watching a lot of Fighting Cowboy as well. Just because I'm really bad at Elden Ring and all the Souls games and I need huge amounts of support getting through them. And Palo from Tokyo as well. He does like he goes around places in Tokyo and like reviews food, but he also does like day in the life of certain people and in Tokyo obviously, and his videos are so good. A lot like Chris Broad actually, or Broad in Japan. His videos are really, really high quality. Like, they're far superior to the vast majority of TV shows out there. Like, they are actually incredible. They're like Top Gear level of production. So, yeah, that's about it really in terms of YouTubers that I watch outside of YouTube. I think we've got one more message question. Let me have a look. Yeah, here it is. Hi Hydro, I love you so much. I love you too. What inspired you to start making? Oh, we've already answered that. I remember it this time. We've already answered that. What inspired me to start making audios was quite simply practice, voice acting practice. That was it. Revert back to the stage where I answered that. Right. Okay, so I think that just about covers Patreon. Right, what time are we on? 37 minutes. Jesus, I'm gonna have to edit some bits of that out. That's so long. By the way, how am I doing, guys? If you stop for this long, how annoying am I in real life? I'm just awful, aren't I, when I'm not playing a character? Please stroke my ego. Right, okay, so let's move over to the YouTube questions and let's make a start on them. Right, okay, here we are. These are the questions from YouTube, and there's a lot of them. Right, let's try and get through this, and let's try not to let it be 3 hours. Congrats on 100k. Thank you so much. Which audio made you struggle when recording, and why? Probably the first time I did that gangster audio. You know, it was a long time ago, and I had to do the American accent all the way through it. That one was really difficult for me because, like I said, I'm crap with accents. Yeah, probably that one. Probably my first gangster audio. What drink will you get if you're in a boba tea shop? Ooh, I always get something fruity. Actually, no, that's a lie. I usually get whatever specials they've got on. Like recently, I went to a boba tea shop and they had a Stranger Things special on, which was like a pomegranate and something flavoured thing. So I'd usually get a special, but if they're not doing anything weird, I'll usually get something fruity. I like apple and grape flavoured stuff. So yeah, something fruity. Next question is 4 hearts. Thank you. 4 hearts back to you. Next question. Congratulations, Your Highness. Thank you so much. My question is, what is your overall outside goal for being on the path of ASMR? To be a voice actor or something else? Also, is your sweet tsundere knight still busy righting the wrongs of his world? Well, initially, I wasn't gonna do this professionally, but I just... working online, doing what I'm doing, voice acting online in the way that I am, is very, very freeing for me to go out and do the things that I want to do, like the travelling and working on my band and just gaining a shit ton of experience. So I've latched onto this more at the moment. This is what I'm doing at the moment, but from when I feel as though this has run its course, I will probably move on to just being a professional voice actor. Ideally, I'd like to act in dramatic roles like in video games and TV shows, but that isn't always possible, not all the time anyway. So when I slow down production, because I don't think I'll ever truly give up being HydroKing, but when I slow down production, and by the way, this is like years in the future, hopefully, but when I do decide to jump ship, yeah, I'll probably be just a professional voiceover artist. I'll probably do like TV ads to start with, you know, boring stuff like that, but my end goal really would be to act in video games. I'd love to be in a Bethesda game. That would mean everything to me. Don't think I'd get into an anime, because there isn't many British voice actors in anime, but my god, a video game like Bethesda, something big like that. Oh. That's the end goal right there. Oh god, I've lost my place. Hang on a sec. Right. Woohoo. Thank you so much. Hi Hydro, congratulations on reaching 100k. My questions are, do you speak any other language than English? Sweetie, I barely even speak English. How old are you? I currently am 27 years old. Have you ever decided to not upload a video? Name reveal. Let me think. I made a video a while ago that was about a vampire that was like really rich and lived in a mansion. And initially, the thing is though, I still uploaded that. I just changed it. Actually, I don't think so. No, I think all of my videos have either been uploaded or if they've come off the press too spicy, normally what I'll do is I'll just embellish it and turn it into an LSFW. So, no, actually, I don't think so. I don't think there's an audio that I've made and been like, no, we can't upload that. There might have been a boyfriend audio a few years ago that I made, listened to it back and thought, Jesus Christ, that is awful. But other than that, no, I don't think so. Right, greetings from Spain. Oh, I love Spain. Awesome. Mr. Hydro, big important question. Thoughts on cheesecake? There is only one right answer. You know, it's funny you should say that. I've recently really got into cheesecake. My personal favourites are anything that's extra unhealthy. So, you know, caramel, chocolate, those are my absolute favourite cheesecakes. I do like strawberry though, but I'm not a huge fan of peach cheesecake or like apple cheesecake. They're okay. I won't turn them down, but yeah, caramel cheesecake, oh, to die for. Congrats, hail to the king. Oh, that is such a good Avenged Sevenfold song. I've seen that live. Okay, question 1. What made you start doing ASMR? Do you enjoy it? If so, what's your favourite ASMR video? Like I said initially, practice is what made me do ASMR. I've already answered that twice. But you know what? I'm going to answer it every single time I get it. So practice is what made me start. But in terms of what my favourite video is, like I said, probably Cedric. Question 2, are you going to do any collaborations? For example, Nux Moon or UTC Audio? I'm open to collaborate with anybody. I really am. I'm really shy, so I don't make the first move. And also, I never do any live stuff. So I've sometimes had people come to collaborate with me, and they've wanted to like direct me, you know, like live direction, which is what you're supposed to do really in voiceover. But I'm really shy, so I'm normally like, yeah, I'll do a collab, but you know, I'm gonna sort of, you'll have to send me the script, and I'll send you the lines back over, and I'll do it all through text because I'm so shy, and I'm just, yeah. So, but no, by the way, those two are really talented. Nux Moon Reads, he's fucking amazing, and UTC, the best personality in the world. So, yeah, I'm open to collaborate with anybody really. Big or small, I really don't care. I do like collaborating. It's a lot of fun. Right. First question, what are your favourite scenarios in ASMR scripts? Second question, have you ever considered doing male for male or male for female audios? I do male for female and male for male audios. Typically they're NSFW, but I do occasionally sprinkle them into my normal production cycle, so yeah, I have done them. But yeah, in favourite scenarios in ASMR, dramatic ones. It's always the dramatic ones. I love them. The screaming, the passion, the fire. That's where it's at for me. Hey, never commented before, but what's the weirdest thing you've ever been asked to do? I know voice acting must be a wild job, and I'm really curious about it. And, I swear, this is with innocent intentions. I'm just curious. Oh, I thought you were going to ask something else. Weirdest thing I've ever been asked to do? I haven't really been asked to do anything weird, truth be told. No, I haven't. Never had an issue. Everyone I've ever collabed with has always been... I've always been the issue, you know, when I've collabed with people. I've always been the one that fucks up. So never been asked to do anything weird. In terms of like, have I ever been asked to make a weird audio? Okay, I don't have a story, but it's a bit dark. I'll give you the gist of it. So when I first started, I was probably about 6 or 7 audios in. I produced my first audio that had just hit 100k, and people were paying attention to me. My Twitter DMs were open, which I think they still are, and I never checked Twitter, by the way. And somebody messaged me, and they said, I've got a script for you. And I said, oh, okay, I'll read it, you know, being nice and naive like I am. And I started reading through the script, and I remember thinking, I was like, it's a bit weird, this doesn't really make any sense. And I was about to tell him, like, yeah, I don't think this is for me, but then I started reading a bit more, and I was like, okay, this is really fucked up. And I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to say the exact word, but the script was very heavily inspired by something very, very... Imagine the worst thing a human being can do to another human being. Yeah, that's what the script was. And I said... And no, before you're thinking, it's not the R word, it's the P word. It's something way fucking worse, you know, involving minors. And I sent him a very polite message back saying, you're a fucking weirdo and I'm going to report you to the police. And then they sent me this huge gushing, like, massive, like, paragraph saying, you're just a bully, you're so cruel. And I'm like, you're a fucking paedophile. Like, literally, and I was really aggressive with them. And I actually got their user and I reported it to the Crime Stoppers. That's what we call them in the UK. It's like the cyber police thing. And I reported them to them and I've not seen their account since. So I really hope that person got a knock on the door because they fucking needed it. That's probably the weirdest thing I've ever been asked to do. But, like I said, I'm really hoping that got somebody off the street that needed to be gotten off the street, but you never know. There's a lot of creeps out there. Ever since then, I've been really hesitant to talk to people, you know, unless they're already established ASM artists. I usually keep to myself. So, yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing I ever had to do. God, I hope that doesn't get me demonetised, but it's just a cautionary tale. It's a warning to say that if you ever do start making content, there's a lot of creeps out there that will want you to do or say or be very, very creepy, right? And when they do that, see, like I said, I'm not scared, right? I'm not shy. I'm more than happy to tell them to go fuck themselves and then report them to the police. That's not something that bothers me at all, but I can imagine that, especially a younger content creator being in that position, that could be very, very daunting, very scary. So I'm just lucky it happened to me because I'm the wrong person to do that to. So, yeah, if you're ever in that position, don't be afraid to reach out and get the authorities involved because these people, they're bad. Right then, that was a very dark and almost tragic answer to that. I'm really sorry. Let's hope the next question's a bit lighter. Tell us more about yourself. Favourite song, favourite band. Okay, my name's Hydro. I am a boy. I like coffee. My favourite band's probably Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park. Favourite song, probably Faint by Linkin Park, I would say. That was just off the top of my head. It literally will change within the next 15 minutes. If I get that question again, you'll see. Okay, next question. Oh, I've got to stop closing my phone. Come on. You can do this, Hydro. You can do this. Congratulations on reaching 100k. Thank you. Here are some questions. Oh, that's a few. With all the videos that you've created, which one was your favourite, the most fun to do? It's got to be Cedric. I love doing Cedric. But, oh, actually, I just thought... Deacon as well, the bully, you know, the tsundere bully trapped in a hotel. That one was a lot of fun as well. Favourite hobbies? Playing in a band. If it isn't a bother, could you list some of the songs that you've used in your videos? Some of them sound so good. Have a nice day or night. Happy holidays. Oh, bloody hell, yeah, of course, this was Christmas, wasn't it? Oh my god, I'm so sorry for how long this has taken again. Right. All of the songs that I use are from a website called Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is a licensing manager, and they get the licenses of these songs, and I pay Epidemic Sound to basically loan me these songs for each video. And God, I wouldn't be able to list them all because I've used thousands of songs. But I've paid for the license for every single one of them, and yeah, just go onto Epidemic Sound and have a look through some of the artists that are on there. Because even though there's thousands of songs, there actually isn't that many artists. There's a lot of artists who create a shit ton of songs for that like genre. So if you type in dramatic, there's one artist that'll do a ton of dramatic songs. So yeah, all of my stuff is sourced legally from Epidemic Sound. So go onto Epidemic Sound and have a look what music they use. I should really create a playlist. I might actually do that, to be honest. And I could link people to my Epidemic account and yeah, show them what songs I use. But yeah, so all of my music, it's from Epidemic Sound. just there's too many for me to name that I've used. But I really, really do want to make a playlist at some point, so yeah, hold that thought. Right, next question. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm curious if you like My Hero Academia. Who is your favourite character from the anime? If you were in the universe of My Hero Academia, what would your quirk superpower be and why? I do like My Hero Academia. I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm not caught up, but I do really like it. My favourite hero is probably All Might. I know that's not the most interesting answer, but I love All Might's vibe. I love how, like, positive he is to a fault, you know? I just... All Might is definitely my favourite character, is brilliant. Quirk. There's so many cool quirks. Apart from All For One, I really, really like Inasa's wind quirk. You know, the guy that hates Todoroki? I love his wind quirk. I think that's so cool. I'd love to be able to control tornadoes. That's like... So yeah, I do like My Hero Academia. Favourite character, All Might. Favourite quirk, tornadoes, wind. Inasa's quirk. Okay, congrats on 100k, thank you. An important question, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? And if no, why? I like pineapple on pizza. It's not my first choice, but I really don't mind it. People genuinely get offended when you put pineapple on pizza. And yeah, I know it's not like a traditional topping, but it tastes great, you know? I do like it. It's not my first choice, obviously, but it's still... I like pineapple on pizza. Hydro, congrats on the 100k tie with Nux. Thank you. What are some of your future plans with your channel? Do you plan on including epic VAs on your channel for collabs? You wrote that like you spoke it. That's so cool. To be honest, I do like doing my own collabs, but I tend to just collab with other people on other people's projects, because writing a collab is very... Well, for me anyway, it's quite difficult, because you need to include direction and you need to write what you want them to say very clearly. My scripts are so scruffy at the moment. Like, if you read through my scripts, it's basically unintelligible. It's so, like, the amount of spelling errors and grammar, and it's awful. Whereas if I did a collab with somebody, I'd have to put a lot of effort into making sure the script's pristine. So I don't tend to do them that often because it gets in the way of my normal workflow. But I have actually been writing a collab recently that I don't think I'm going to get it out anytime soon, because it's a huge ass script. It's like 15,000 words long and it requires 4 collaborators. So yeah, I'd like to do more collabs on my channel, but it probably won't happen at the moment. Alright, congrats on 100k, thank you so much. My question is, what is the best Sanrio character in your opinion? If you don't know, that's okay. Second question, what equipment do you use for the clear-cut audio? I'd like to know. Best scenario, I like Friends to Lovers. I find they're the easiest to write. I also like confession audios, but Friends to Lovers, that's where it is for me in terms of scenario. The equipment I use, oh god, I could go into this for ages, but I use a Stedman ProScreen XL filter. I use a Neumann TLM 103 when I'm doing something that requires a lot of screaming. I'm actually using that currently, but I use it when I do something that requires a lot of dynamic manipulation. So if I'm doing something that gets like very quiet and then very loud, or some NSFW, I tend to use my Neumann because it's really, really good for that sort of stuff. If I'm doing just spoken word, if I'm doing something that's, you know, very sort of, hey, it's good to see you, my love, or, you know, you're a good boy, or good girl, something like that requires a lot of presence, I use the MKH shotgun mic, which is absolutely fantastic for presence, but it's not very good dynamically. If you scream into that mic, it doesn't like it at all. So yeah, I use those 2 mics, Stedman ProScreen filter, I've said that. For my interface, I use an Apogee Symphony desktop, which is pretty good. And for my desktop, I actually use a laptop because I can control the fans on it. And the laptop I use is the oh shit, what's it called? The Zephyrus. Yeah, so that's it really. That's literally all my equipment. I do have a pop-up booth as well, which I use for more dynamic stuff, but sometimes I don't set it up because it's a lot of hard work and it gets in the way. So, yeah, that's literally it for my equipment. I've got loads more equipment in storage, but that's what I use predominantly. Oh, well, I suppose I should say, DAW, I use Reaper, and effects, for cleaning up, I use iZotope, and my main vocal chain uses something called FabFilter effects, which are really, really good effects. iZotope you don't really need. I only got that because I just wanted to splash some cash. FabFilter, on the other hand, no, that's great. That is so good. It's so good at helping you visualise the audio as well as, you know, manipulate it. So yeah, that's really it for equipment. Yeah, right. GG to the king. Good game. That's what that means, isn't it? Is that what the kids say? Questions, huh? ... I'm not allowed to ask my questions. ... YouTube won't let me get away with them. And then there's a winky face. Hee, but congrats, bun. Oh, I thought you were going to ask them. Lame. No, but thank you so much. Congrats on 100k. Thank you. I watch your content every now and then at night, and it's nice. Oh, thank you. Here are my questions. Were there more Incubus videos in the future, or demons in general? Yes, I love demons and incubi. They are the best. Is there a possibility for cooperation soon? Like I said, I'm happy to do a collab if somebody reaches out to me, but I don't tend to make the first move. Do you know any other language besides English? No, barely know English. Congratulations. Thank you. Can we see your recording setup? What got you into ASMR? Also, how do you do the kissing sounds? I'm nosy. Congrats on 100k. You're such a lovely person. Thank you so much. You're more lovely. Kissing sound effects, I literally just get close to the mic and go, mwah, sort of thing. That's literally it. There's nothing special about them at all. I could put a picture of my setup on, I don't think I can really do it on YouTube, but I can maybe put it on Patreon and make it free. So I'll have to consider doing that. But like I said, it's TLM for dynamic, MKH for spoken word, Apogee Sympathy, and a Zephyrus. That is literally it. Not a cheap setup at all, but it was all paid for by YouTube, and it's years of collecting, so don't think that you need that to start ASMR by any means. If you want to start ASMR, literally a dog shit laptop and a Blue Yeti, and you're sorted. Honestly, you can get away with you can do so much with just that. I know if you watch any of the audio people, a lot of people despise Blue Yetis and they say, oh, it sounds super tinny and all this, you should get the Samsung mic. The thing is, they are right, the Samsung mic does sound better, but the Blue Yeti, not only is it absolutely bulletproof, it's also more versatile, so I would recommend that. You didn't ask that, but there you go. Hello, Hydro King, congrats on 100k, thank you so much. I'm a very new member of your kingdom, and I absolutely love your videos. Thank you, you're so sweet. Everybody on here is so sweet, I love you all more than you could possibly imagine. They are so fun to listen to. My question would be, what does your family think of your channel? Do they support you, or are they more like, why are you doing this, and not a normal job type of people? No, they support me. To be honest, it's going to sound really bad. They probably won't watch this anyway. I mean, they don't really know my channel name. They don't really go on YouTube, but I'm the sort of person that I wouldn't really give a shit if they didn't like it. No, that sounds really bad, but I've always been kind of wayward in that sense, where if somebody doesn't like something that I'm doing, it makes me want to do it more, so I wouldn't care. But initially though, like I've told my mom and my dad, and they don't understand it at all. They don't understand at all, but my dad's just like, listen, you're making money, it's making you happy, you're able to travel and have all this fun, I'm proud of you. So my dad, he doesn't have a clue what's going on, but he's very, very proud of me either way. My mom's exactly the same. So they're just like, you know what, you just do what you're doing, as long as you can afford rent and as long as you're having fun and it's safe and legal, that's all that matters. So yeah, they honestly, they're indifferent towards it, but they're proud of me. So I'm very lucky in that regard. I'm very lucky. But even if they weren't, I'd still carry on doing what I'm doing. So I would like to add a little thing though as well. My dad, my dear old daddy, he is a guitar teacher and a sound tech for a band. And I mean, that's obviously where my love of music and my ability to play came from. But he was really, really, really useful to me when it came to picking out equipment and understanding like sound in general. So I would like to say a big thank you to him because he did help me out an awful lot. He's not the sort of person to repress creativity at all. He's always pushed me to be creative, and he's like an old school rocker, like old school punk. He's very sort of, you know, fight the power sort of thing, and he loves the fact that I'm working for myself, basically. So yeah. No, my family's super chill about it, really. Hello, congrats on 100k. I am sharing a cake with everyone because of this. Oh, I want cake. It's so sweet. Anyway, here are my questions. How are you feeling? Also, reminder to everyone and you to not overwork yourself. I'm feeling great, thank you so much. And I do have a nasty habit of either underworking or overworking. Procrastination's my problem. But I'm feeling great. How are you? How are you feeling? Favourite food? Oh, that is hot. I can't answer that. I don't know. Probably chocolate. Favourite audio of yours? Cedric. It's Cedric. It's always Cedric. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, next question. My liege, the king of hydration and bliss. I have a few questions. I like that entrance. Do you have any pets? If so, what kind and what are their names? I've always had German Shepherds growing up, but at the moment I don't have a pet, unfortunately. I really like to get another dog, but I don't have one. I do sort of have a dog. There's a dog who lives with my mum and dad, who used to live with me, and that I still call him my dog, but he doesn't live with me at the moment. I don't feed him and pay for him, so he's technically not my dog. But yeah, I've always had German Shepherds, but at the moment, no, I don't have a pet, unfortunately. I love dogs. Never had a cat, though. Never had a cat. I love cats as well. I've always wanted to get a kitten. You know what? I might just go and get a kitten now after you said that. Have you thought about making a part 2 for the Space Alien Synth video? Part 1 was so endearing, and I adore how goofy and chipper the computer was. The synth has got to be one of my favourite characters. Yeah, the alien, I forgot about him. Not recently, I haven't recently considered making a part 2, but it's open. All of my videos, apart from Cedric, who had a sad ending, all of my videos are open to a conclusion, so yeah, potentially. What's your favourite colour and season? Favourite season, autumn. I just love autumn, I love the vibe. Spooky season all the way. Favourite colour? It's gonna have to be purple, I think. Everybody expects me to say blue because of the sea, but I think it's purple. I just love the colour purple. Thank you for being so awesome and making stellar content. I've been a long-time fan and I look forward to your Q&A and all the other wonderful things you'll create. Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry you had to wait, my love. Right. Congrats on 100k. Question. Do you have a favourite genre of ASMR to do? Like fantasy, slice of life, sci-fi, etc. Fantasy. I love fantasy and I love Friends to Lovers. Hey King, hope you're doing well. I am, thank you, I hope you're doing well. I've been watching you for a while now. Absolutely love your content, by the way. I've been wondering if we will be able to get more videos where you break character like this. Oh, yeah, okay, this is something that, yeah. Also, will you be doing any other content other than ASMR, streaming, video games, anything like that? I've always wanted to stream, but I just don't think I'll be any good at it. At the moment, I'm not really in the position to stream. I don't really have enough free time to learn such a new craft, but I have always wanted to stream, and I'd love to play games and stream, because I talk to myself whilst I'm playing video games, you know, so I might as well put it out there. But not at the moment. I haven't considered doing anything new like that. In terms of breaking character, I don't see myself doing much of this in the future, but there is a caveat to that. Earlier this year, I was really heavily toying with the idea of starting a second channel. Now, I watch a lot of people who do like challenge runs on games. Like there's this guy called Zero who I watch, and I thought I'd love to do that sort of thing where I do like a whole video, because it's not a stream, it's a video, but it's like a video where they talk about their challenge run, and it's like funny and quirky and daft, and it's obviously them, but yeah. And I was kind of tempted to start a second channel, and I wasn't going to call it HydroKingVA. I was probably just going to call it Hydro or something like that, and do like gaming videos or challenge videos, you know. So maybe in the future, but we'll see. It's not on the plate at the moment, but it could potentially be in the kitchen cooking, so we'll see, okay? We'll see. It's all I ever give as an answer. I'm sorry, I wish I had more concrete stuff to give you. Right. Oh, I've lost my place. Where are we? We've done that one. Hi, congrats on 100k. Oh, thank you. How is life in the UK? It is shit. Everything is too expensive. Crime is rampant everywhere you go. Nobody's happy. Nobody's got any money, and it sucks. Been really heavily considering leaving. However, the UK people are still wonderful. You know, one of my favourite things about the UK is that it is a very diverse and welcoming place. The people of the UK are good people, but the problem is that we're ruled. We're ran by idiots. So it's a shame, man. Could be a really wonderful place, but it just... I stick to the festivals, personally. What do you like doing outside of your channel? Like I said, I like making music. I like going to karaoke with friends. I like travelling. I like drinking. Shouldn't like drinking, but I do. Yeah, mostly. That's it, really. Pretty mundane hobbies. I've been thinking about getting into fishing recently, but I feel really crawl fishing. Like, I'd like to fish, but I also don't want to stab a fish with a hook. So, I don't know, actually. I might get into some new hobbies. Congratulations, Your Highness. My question is, what is your favouriteest audio you've ever done? We haven't had this question before. Cedric, I shouldn't read them, but I don't want to miss people out. It's Cedric, it's the ghost, it's always the ghost. Hey Hydro, congrats. Love your audios, and I think I have subscribed to you for almost 2 years. Oh, thank you so much. That means everything to me. I love all your audios. It kind of fixed my depression, lol. Oh, I'm really happy to hear that. I don't claim to be a cure or medicine for people's depression, but if I can provide something that gives you a little bit of an escape, a little bit of an inch, you know, then I've done my job. I'm really happy to hear that. Question 1. Have you ever considered making a reversed audio? A reversed audio? You mean like reversing an audio and putting it up? No, I don't think that would really appeal to anybody who's not travelling backwards through time. Question 2. Normally, just asking, how would you comfort us? It depends on the situation. It's always situational. But mostly I'd start with, hello. Question 3. Who are you outside of YouTube life? I mean, I know you as our audio boyfriend, but who are you really? These are great questions. These are like, it feels like I'm being interviewed by an actual serious interviewer. I am a man who likes the simple things. I wish to live deliberately. I wish to be a part of society as but a shadow, but in the cyber world, I want to be your love. I don't really know how to answer that. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who likes acting. Thanks for making all the audio content. I absolutely love it. Edit, my birthday was on the 12th of November. I love you so much. Wish me a happy birthday if you don't mind. How cheeky. But happy birthday. I hope you had a good one. God, that's 12th of November. Hang on, what date is it? It's the 4th. Holy shit. It's nearly been a whole year. Oh, I'm so sorry. King Hydro. King Hydro, King Hydro, over here. And then he put loads of camera emojis. Ah, don't take pictures of me. I've got a face for radio. Questions, 2 questions. Where do you get your script inspirations from? Everywhere. Everywhere, literally. I'll be watching a film and I'll see a situation happen in the film and I'll think, you know, I could turn that into a script. I could, yeah. Or I'll be playing a game and I'll be like the other day actually, I was playing, what was I playing? Borderlands 4, and I was playing that and there was a quest in it, like a Forbidden Love kind of quest thing. Can't remember what the character's name was, but I looked at that quest after I'd done it and I thought, that's a really, really good idea for a script. So I'll get it from everywhere. I don't copy, but I'll get inspired from literally everywhere, from all places, mostly media though. Would you ever perform a fan-written script? Yeah, I would do. I'm always open to receive scripts off people. I always say though, like, I'm not looking to purchase scripts, but if you really, really wanted to send me a script, you're more than welcome to. I'd read it. I had that bad experience a while ago, but still, that hasn't deterred me from wanting to hear what you guys, want from me. So yeah, congratulations, Hydro King. I have 3 questions for you. What's one random fact you learned recently? I don't know, because I'm super intelligent, you see, so I already know everything. No, I'm joking. One random fact that I learned recently. Oh, actually, I learned an interesting fact about octopuses. Octopus have 3 hearts, right? 2 of them pump blood to the gills, whereas the other pumps blood around the rest of the body. So their gills require a shit ton more blood than the rest of the body. So yeah, octopus have 3 hearts. I definitely didn't just pause this audio and then Google that. Why are you even accusing me of such a thing? Oh. What's your go-to self-care activity? Sleeping. My God, sleeping. What's your idea of a perfect cozy evening? Cuddles with somebody special, a movie, some really good food, and it to be raining outside and nice and warm inside. That is my perfect evening. If you can provide that for me, well, I guess we're gonna have to get married. Okay, next question. Woohoo! I'm so glad you made it. Yeah, I know. I'm so surprised you made it, actually. I've loved your videos for at least a year now, and I'm so happy you've reached this monumentous goal. Thank you so much. Questions. Why is your voice so nice? It's not nice, it's just, textured. Why is your voice so nice? It's not nice, it's just textured. I'm pretty sure we've just had that question. 3, pineapple on pizza or not? We've also had that question, but I'm going to answer it again. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza, it's not that big of a deal. What's wrong with everybody? Just enjoy what you enjoy. Do you celebrate Christmas? If yes, Merry Christmas. Holy shit, just stop reminding me how long it's been. I do celebrate Christmas. We have a really big family gathering. A lot of my family doesn't live where I live. I live somewhat near my mum and dad, but I don't live with the rest of my family because a lot of my family is from down south, and I live in the Midlands. So we all sort of come together, and yeah, all the London Brigade come and raid all of my cupboards, and we make them lots of good food. And Christmas is a really special time for us. I know that's everybody says that, but it really is. It's where we get to see our distant relatives that we all love. Hugs and love to you, darling. Stay safe and healthy. I will do, darling, as long as you do the same thing. Okay. Hi Hydro, congrats on reaching 100k. My questions are: name reveal, first name? Nah, I ain't gonna give you my name. It's nothing special anyway. It's Hydro, my name's Hydro, my last name's King. How old are you? 27, don't mind telling you that. Favourite colour? Purple. What kind of music do you like? Oh, have we not had this one? I don't remember actually answering this. We've had what's my favourite band, but I like rock and metal. typically. That's my go-to. Rock and metal. I do like some electronic. I do like some hip-hop. But predominantly it's rock and metal. It's Queens of the Stone Age, it's Linkin Park, it's Deftones, AC/DC, you know. That's my go-to, really. Metallica. Right, and what's your favourite animal? Ooh, that's a difficult one. I like all animals. Probably a dog. Congratulations on reaching your next milestone. Here's my question. What genre do you Here's my next question. What genre do you enjoy doing the most when you make your videos? Like I said, it's Friends to Lovers. Friends to Lovers. The main reason I like doing Friends to Lovers, I think, it's not just because I can add a ton to it and there's a lot of build-up and all that. It's also, I like that emotion. I like that emotion where you... Because I've been in this situation a few times myself where I've been really good friends with somebody and it started to evolve, and it's such an intense moment when you both realise that you like each other, and I love to capture that. Some of the best moments of my life have been when I have been talking to somebody that I've had a crush on and they've also had a crush on me but I haven't realised, and then it just sort of evolved. So that's why I love Friends to Lovers, because it captures that essence to me. Right, congrats on 100k. Question: who inspired you to start making ASMR? How do I get a voice like yours? Right, my voice isn't the best voice in the world, but what it is that I'm able to understand cadence and performance. Nobody is born with a good voice, and every single voice actor you ever meet will tell you that they don't actually like their own voice, even when it sounds incredible. What you need to do is learn how to perform, how to enunciate words properly, and also learn to love and live with your mistakes. I've always had a bit of a shit stutter, right? Like, I've always funfed a lot and I've always stuttered. But I originally used to cut all of that out, but it comes across robotic when I do that, so I leave it in. I leave the mistakes in because it makes me sound human. It makes me sound like somebody who's panicking, somebody who's feeling a certain emotion. So, learn to perform, practice performing, practice expressing your emotions. That's what performing is, essentially, is expressing emotions, summoning emotions, and learn to love your mistakes, right? And you'll get the voice you want. What was the other question? Why did I put my phone down? Hang on a sec. That was it. Who inspired me to start making ASMR? Initially, just voice actors in general, but who got me into ASMR was a ASMR artist who went by the name of Core. I don't know if Core will be watching this because Core kind of took a step back from the community, but I remember listening to one of his videos and thinking, my God, his voice is amazing. So, out of the blue, and this was before I had a channel or even attempted voice acting, I messaged him and I was like, so, are you a voice actor then? And he was like, yeah, and we just got to talking, and he basically talked me through the whole process, like what DAW to use, how he performs, and we become really good friends, and he really helped me out. So I always say that Core Voices, if you're out there, I wouldn't have my channel without you. And then he directed me to, and I know there's a lot of controversy around this person at the moment, but still, they're a very crucial part of my history. He made me become friends with somebody called Toshi, who later became Cinder. And she helped me out a great ton as well in learning how to perform and feeling confident in myself, summoning emotion and whatnot. So yeah, but essentially though, it was a guy called Core who really helped me out. And of course there was all my friends as well. I met a bunch of people on Discord, a bunch of wonderful people: Ashen Grey, Zin, Imagine, Phoenix Eclipse, Nix, all these people. They helped me out tremendously. So it's not just one person who got me into ASMR, it was all these people come together, and they created HydroKing, and I love them all more than I could possibly express to them, and I wish them all the best in life because they're all wonderful people. Right, so where are we at now? We've done that one. Congratulations on 100k. My question for you is, out of all the videos, which one did you have the most fun recording? It's actually, this one isn't Cedric. I don't know how, even though I had a lot of fun recording him, I think the one that sort of was the most fun to record, probably... Actually, I don't know. I kind of have fun recording them all. I really do. I know it's a bad answer, but I really do. I have fun recording them all. I really like doing Deacon because I just liked how explosive it was and how much of a dick he was. Hello, Hydro. Congratulations on 100k. Thank you so much. My question is, I'm planning on making an ASMR channel and I need... Bloody hell. This was 11 months ago. You're probably famous by now. You've probably got more subscribers than I have. My question is, I've already read that, but I'm going to read it again. My question is, I'm planning on making an ASMR channel and I need some equipment for it. So, what would I need? Plus... may I invite you to voice one of my characters in the future? Yeah, like I said, big or small, I don't mind collabing with anybody, I really don't. Right, equipment for when you're first starting out. You do not need thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars worth of audio interface and computing equipment and plugins and microphones like I have. That comes as part of your experience, right? That'll come in the future. You'll just start collecting shit up and soon enough you'll have a very expensive studio. I did not start with that, right? All of my stuff, everything I've got, my Neumann, my Apogee, my laptop, all of that stuff was all paid for by my channel, right? So that came as a product of me starting off. The first microphone I ever had was a second-hand microphone I brought off eBay for... It was about $12 is how much it was, and it was absolutely shocking. The laptop I was using was a really old notebook, which I hadn't used since college, and the recording DAW I used, which is what you record into it, was Audacity, which is free. Now, I will give you some recommendations. If you can, get a Blue Yeti. Everyone will tell you to get a Samsung. Samsungs are great, they are really good mics, but they're pricey, and on top of that, I just don't think they're as feature-rich and as versatile as a Blue Yeti, so get a Blue Yeti if you can. DAW, start with Reaper. Most people start with Audacity, but the problem is, if you start with Audacity, you can't really go anywhere with it, right? And you end up having to learn all of Audacity's controls, and it's destructive editing. It's a bad way to learn, so start with Reaper, because Reaper's free. You can donate to the people, but it's free for the most part. I've brought the commercial product just because I earn a living from it, so... but buy the free version, right? No, get the free version. So start with Reaper, Blue Yeti, that's all you need, right? Blue Yeti's a USB mic. You'll learn more about XLRs in the future, but just start with a Blue Yeti and just get going. That's all you need to do, right? All you need is a USB mic, DAW, and you'll be good to go. So, yeah, start off with that. Don't get all the big scary stuff that I've got until you know how to use it. Right, next question. So happy for you getting this big. Thank you so much. I wouldn't consider myself particularly big, but thank you. Favourite genre of ASMR? Friends to lovers, fantasy. Do you ever plan on quitting ASMR? No. I would like to do this for as long as physically possible. However, in the future, should I move on to commercial stuff and start voice acting and doing my original plan and start voice acting in games and on TV shows and working on that sort of stuff, content will slow down dramatically, but that's years away, so no, don't plan on quitting ASMR. Any plans to try a new style or change? Yeah, like I said, I'll plan on trying I have planned on starting a new YouTube channel where I do like gaming stuff and more sort of just me, you know, not playing a character. Favourite colour and style. Style meaning, do you like soft aesthetic or rough? I like goth. I like gothic aesthetic. Anything that looks like Bloodborne, I like. Favourite colour, purple. Hi Hydro with 2 O's. I've been subscribed to you for a very, very, very long time. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you more than anything. I love all your videos and works. And I just want to say thank you for everything you've done through your audios. I freaking love it. I freaking love you. And I wouldn't be here without you. So you are just as much to blame for my audios as I am. Thank you so, so, so much. And thank you so, so much for your continued support. You're an absolute legend. Congrats, man, to the both of you all. You're doing amazing. I'm guessing you're referring to Nux for the second part because I'm not 2 people. It's just always French kiss. It's always called, it's called a French kiss, you know, when they do the thing with the hand. Or is that an Italian thing? I don't know. It's always je ne sais quoi. I've got a few questions. What mic do you use? I use the TLM103 and an MKH416. What do you use recording app and software wise? If it has a payment subscription, you do recommend ones that are free. You mean can I recommend ones that are free? Reaper's free. Reaper's free. It's free until it's not, basically. It's free until you start earning money, is what Reaper is. So Reaper all the way, baby. Go for Reaper. It's free. But when you do start earning money, just buy the subscription. But you don't actually need it because it's still free. Although I would recommend it though because it's the right thing to do. What other editing apps or software do you use? I just use plugins. Other than that, I also, to edit my videos, I use Sony Vegas, but I don't really like Sony Vegas because it's a bit chunky. It's a bit taxing on the old CPU. Oh my god, yes! I love you so much. I love you more. That was that comment. Hi Hydro, I'm a huge fan. Congrats on 100k. Here's my question. Would you ever do a face reveal? PS, I love you. No, not at the moment. However, if I do branch off and start doing professional work, I'll probably end up having to do a face reveal. I'm not, like, afraid to do a face reveal, I just don't see the point in it, really. Congrats, I love your videos. They always have a way of making me feel at ease, calm, and happy. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. My question is, what goal do you want to accomplish next in the next few years? Probably travel to more places and create better audios, really. That's it. Not that interesting, but I'd love to travel to more countries. I have yet to go to the States. And in terms of content, I'd just like to keep getting better, really. Just like to keep getting better. Right, congrats on 100k. Thank you so much. Question, will you ever make more male-for-male audios? I might do. Like I said, I do prefer male for all. That's my go-to. But yeah, I might do. I don't mind doing male for male at all. I like male for male. One of the reasons this is another question, by the way. One of the reasons I love your content is your beautiful accent. Where is that accent from? It's from the suburbs of Birmingham in the UK, is where it is. Have you ever heard Ozzy Osbourne speak? Or the Peaky Blinders? It's a watered down version of that accent. If I actually spoke, like, sometimes you hear it slipping, but my natural native accent was really strong. So, let me think of like an example. Like if I was going to say, maybe we should go and watch the TV. In my native accent, it'd be like, right, we should go and watch the telly. And that's how it would sound, and it's like really, really, really thick. So I'll water it down quite a bit, but yeah, suburbs of Birmingham. They call it a black country accent. Right, where are we at? Hi Hydro, I know it's kind of personal, but I just can't help but wonder, do you ever get recognised in public for your voice? No, I'm not famous. Also, I don't talk to people. How do you feel now that the Ghost series is over? That's a different question, by the way. Sad. I really liked it, but you got to expand. You got to keep going. You got to do new things. All the best things in life don't last forever, unfortunately. And as Harvey Dent once said, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. It's the same with a series. If you drag it out too long, it ends up becoming shit. So, Hydro, when is your Discord server coming next year? I never said it was coming next year, I don't think, because I don't think it's gonna. There's a lot of shit happen on Discord. Not to me, but to a lot of other creators, and I don't have the time to moderate it, unfortunately. I really don't, so don't think I want to create a Discord server anytime soon. It's not something that's on my plate at the moment, but it's not off the topic, but I'm really kind of leaning against it. However, I might do. We'll see. Right, next question. Hey, Hydro, I love your videos. Here's my question. Oh, thank you, by the way. Would you ever do ASMR for video game characters like Genshin, Honkai? Is that how it's pronounced? Honkai? That's the Spirit Rail one, right? Or WWA characters, for example. Personally, I think you could do a really good Nouvelette. Is that how you pronounce it? Or Worthsley? I don't know who those characters are. I feel like I'm butchering the names. Right, when you say ASMR, do you mean voiceover, voice acting? Because yeah, I absolutely would voice any character. I'm not even joking. When it comes to professional work, I'm such a tart. I'll do anything. I will do anything. I will voice any character in any game. Question 2. How did you come up with your channel name? That's a good story, actually. I'm surprised that didn't come up sooner. So, originally I was called HydroKingVA, and I can't remember why I called it that. I think I was really into 7 Deadly Sins at the time, and I really liked Escanor's Sun Power, and instead of calling myself Sun King VA or Sun Prince VA, I called it Hydrogen because I thought it was clever, because that's what the sun's made up of, mostly, I think. But everyone started calling me Hydro, so I just shortened it down to Hydro King and then went with the whole water vibe. The Prince, or the King part, came from the fact that, and this is something that you won't believe, but it's actually true. In my family, there's a really big story of how some of our ancestors were royalty, and they broke away from the royal cloth, so to speak, because my great nan, or grandma, whatever you call them, my ancestor married into a poor family, and they like sequestered and let go of their title for love. And I told my friends that a long time ago, and they started calling me King, so that's kind of where the name King came from, because I've got some royal ancestry somewhere. Plus it was really sweet how they let go of their title for love, so yeah, it was torn of them. Side note, also, please, and this is all in capitals, please do a collab with Modern Day Mage. Who's Modern Day Mage? I've never heard of that person before. I'll have to look them up. I would start crying if you did. I'll look them up. They sound really cool. Hi Hydro, congrats on 100k. So my questions are, what are your hobbies? Playing guitar, travelling, having fun. Do you like roller coasters? I love roller coasters. Roller coasters are amazing. I live a few hundred miles away from a place called Alton Towers in the UK, and a few thousand miles away from a place called Thorpe Park, and they're some of the biggest theme parks in the UK, and they're amazing, and I love roller coasters, always have done. Do you have any pets? I sort of have a dog. Do you speak any other languages? No. God, I'm going to have to learn another language. If I was going to learn another language, it would probably be, and I know this is expected, but Japanese. Hello, Hydro. Congratulations again. Oh, thank you. Why did you start? Oh my God, I keep making loads of mistakes. I'm so sorry. Guess it's more natural though. Why did you decide to start your channel? Practice. Who or what motivates you to keep going? You guys. Literally, you guys. Hope you have a great day. You're amazing. You're more amazing. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Hydro. Your kingdom is so proud of you and all you've accomplished. Thank you so much. Question: which Disney villain would you let hold your drink at a party, and why? Again, congrats, Hydro. We love you so much. Thank you. I love you more, Kingdom. You mean everything to me. Disney villain I'd let hold my drink at a party. Probably Hades. Seems like a pretty cool guy. I like Hades. You know, out of Hercules. Yeah, definitely. Or Kylo Ren, but he's not really Disney, is he? Hi Hydro, my question is, how did you first start your channel, and how do you feel that you've gotten this far? Love you, King. It's monumental. getting this far is a dream come true. I remember a long time ago, this was back when I was about 18 or 19, I'd just left college and I'd studied 4 years to become a mechanic. I went to my first mechanic job and left within a week because I realised I didn't want to be a mechanic. It was fucking hard. And it made me really depressed. And I went for a walk with my girlfriend at the time, and we sat on this bench in the woods, and I was really, really down, really depressed, and she was asking me what was wrong, and I said, I just don't know what I want to do in life. And she said, you must have some idea, don't you want to be a mechanic? And I was like, nah. I was like, I know I've trained for it for 4 years, but nah, it's not for me. I want to do something creative. And she said, like what? And I said jokingly, become a YouTuber and get my silver plaque. And we both laughed because that was a joke. Not a joke anymore, is it? So it means everything. It means everything to me, it really does. Yeah, so, no, it means everything. And what sort of made me start my channel, like I said, was I wanted to be a voice actor. Back in 2020, I had no idea what I was doing. String of dead-end jobs, had no direction in life, very depressed. And I came across HydroKingVA, I came across a bunch of other voice actors, and I thought, you know what, I'll give that a go. Brought that awful mic off eBay, and I remember the first time I recorded my first line from a script I got off Reddit, and I just knew then. I was like, this is it for me. This is what I want to do. So, yeah, that's it. That's basically my story, to be honest, and the rest is history. Okay, next question. Here's my question. Do you like Mexican food? I freaking love Mexican food. It's really hard to come by in the UK, unless you make it yourself. I love your video so much. Your accent is very comforting. Oh, thank you so much. My questions are, what got you into roleplay ASMR? I've answered that one. A bit of everything and practice. What was your final push to start your channel? Probably talking to Core. Probably that kind of spurred the whole thing, really. And I was like, because I got into that community from him, and that kind of just gave me the initial push to be like, yeah, I'm going to do this, but I'm not doing it for the ASMR, I'm doing it for practice. Has anyone in your life thought it was odd, or did you hide it from everybody? Yeah, a couple of friends pick on me for it, but I reply with the same sentiment, same deep, meaningful sentiment, which is, I don't give a shit. I like what I like, and I don't give a fuck. Hello, Hydra. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you. I have a couple of questions regarding your Q&A. I was wondering, how do you deal with writer's block, as I'm trying to write a gothic romance story of my own, as a little hobby? I don't deal with writer's block, I just procrastinate until it comes to me. I wish I had a better answer for that, but writer's block is a bitch. That sounds really cool though, that does. A gothic romance. You better send that to me, that sounds awesome. And my other question was, what type of music do you like to listen to when you're chilling at home and not busy with scripts and audios? Love your work, as always. Thank you for making me feel happy and loved in a way. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Thank you for making me feel loved and happy in a way. And congratulations again for reaching 100k subscribers. You absolutely deserve it a million times over. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. The music I listen to, like I said, it's all rock and metal. That's what I listen to chill. I love a bit of everything. Rock and metal anyway, so been listening to a lot of Bring Me recently. I actually recently just saw them at Reading. Limp Bizkit, Queens of the Stone Age, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Metallica, I like Attila, Pendulum, I love Pendulum, they're so good, Prodigy. Yeah, that's basically what I listen to. If it's screamy, loud and aggressive, that's my jam. But with the writer's block thing now, it's so hard to deal with. I do not envy you in that position. But thank you again. I love you. Congrats, Hydro. Your stutters are so cute. Oh, somebody noticed. Yeah, it's been a lifelong problem, but I leave them in because it makes me sound more human. Question. Do you have a beard or do you shave? Not trying to be kinky. How's that kinky? Anyways, love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I do have a beard at the moment, and I do like to shave at the same time, but I haven't shaved recently, and I've got weird genetics where if I don't shave for longer than 2 days, I have a full beard. So, yeah. Congrats on 100k, Hydro. What is your favourite audio you've ever recorded? What type of music do you like? And, what do you like doing outside of making audios? I have answered all these, but just a quick fire. Favourite audio, Cedric the Ghost. Type of music like rock and metal. What do you like to do outside of making audio? I like to play in my band. I like to travel. Congratulations, such an incredible milestone. Questions. Are you a homebody or do you like to adventure and travel? I like both. I like to kick it at home and relax just as much as I like to travel. I think you've got to live a balanced diet of both. Congratulations, my king. You deserve all the love. And I have a lot of questions, but I'll only ask 3. You can ask as many as you like. How did you come up with the Hydro King persona? I just asked somebody to design it for me. A really, really talented artist made it for me. And yeah, so that's where the persona came from. What is your favourite dessert? Recently, cheesecake. But I also really just like anything with chocolate, to be honest. What is your go-to race class for D&D? Mine is half elf, half rogue. I've never played D&D. I've never played D&D, but I've always wanted to. If it would be anything like how I play Skyrim and like Elden Ring, it would probably be a mage of some sort, I guess. But I need to play D&D. You should definitely teach me sometime. I hope you have a wonderful day and a lovely Christmas. I look forward to your Q&A video, my king. Smiley face. Oh, thank you so much. Congrats on 100k. I've got quite a few questions for you. What got you into making ASMR videos? Once again, I love the voice acting and I need to practice. Which genre or trope do you enjoy making the most? Friends to lovers, confessions, fantasy. Also, I do want to just put this out there. I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself a lot, but I want to answer everyone's question regardless. I know that sounds stupid, but I've gotten into a vibe right now, so I'm just going to keep repeating myself. I'm sorry. Have you ever done live streams? If so, I have to know where to watch those. I haven't. I want to, but I'm too shy and crap. But I would like to do them. What games do you recommend? Oh, that's a good one. Fallout's my favourite series. I love Fallout. The Borderlands series, really, really good. Any of the Soulsborne series, fantastic stuff. For old games, though, the Sly Raccoon trilogy for PS2, absolutely fantastic. Ratchet and Clank, I'm an old PlayStation guy, so yeah, those are my recs. Just for the heck of it, what's your favourite breakfast meal? I like a full English breakfast. I like sausage, eggs, bacon, all that, all the fixings. I have a remarkable appetite, by the way. I eat like a hobbit. Like, I can just keep eating permanently. That's all I want to know. Thank you so much for making these ASMR audios. They've been really comforting to listen to. Please never stop. I won't. As long as I can help it, I won't. Love you, my king. You truly are amazing. Greetings from the Netherlands. Oh, awesome. I've always wanted to go to the Netherlands. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Next question. Congratulations on 100k. Well done. You truly deserve it. Your audios are amazing. Thank you so much. Who is your biggest inspiration? You. Literally you. Go look in the mirror. That's who my biggest inspiration is. Might be a Brian Griffin level answer, but it is. What's your favourite video to record? In terms of like, type, I like dramatic stuff, but I also love Friends to Lovers. Hello Hydro, long time fan here. Oh, thank you so much. Congratulations on 100k. You totally deserve it. Thank you. My question is, what audio is your magnum opus? I really want to know which one you consider your best, in your own terms, not just view count. Again, congratulations on 100k. I like my vampire audio from Patreon, my NSFW one. I like my Ghost and my Vampire audio, which I've done recently, you know, the twins. But probably Cedric is once again, great range. God, there's a lot. There really is a lot. Recently, though, I'm really into my Vampire and my Ghost, the twins. I'm going to have to do another one, another part to that, where the werewolf comes in. Hi, Hydro. Congrats on 100k. I'm a huge fan. I've listened to you for around 3 years, and I love your work. Thank you. My questions. Do you plan to collab with anybody anytime soon? If so, who do you have in mind? Not currently, but once again, if anybody wants to reach out, they can do. I'm always open. I love a collab. Since making ASMR content, have any other VAs or ASMR channels been an inspiration to you? I've already covered those guys, but loads and loads of people. Finally, what was your what was your first thought when you saw you hit 100k? Accomplishment, I guess. I was finally proud of myself for once. And I was so humbled by how many wonderful people have joined my kingdom. Thank you. I hoped you see this, Sadie. Well, thank you, Sadie. Hi, love your videos and congrats. What's your favourite albums at the moment? Genres. Where have I been listening to? I'm going to have a look at my Spotify. I've been listening to the new Linkin Park album. What have I been listening to a lot recently? Breach, the new 21 Pilots album. That's fantastic. Pendulum. Pendulum's new album is absolutely incredible. I've been listening to a lot of Marilyn Manson as well, weirdly. Not sure why, I just kind of have. I like how gothic he is. I've seen him live, he's brilliant. Congrats on 100k. I do think your stories are really unique, so my question is, what inspires you to write your stories and your characters? Or rather, where do you get all your ideas and motivations to write? Where do they come from? All over the place, literally all over the place, but mostly media, mostly anime and games, I would say, but I do pick up stories from everywhere, really. I just look at a situation and think, yeah, that could be a story. How could I fit a werewolf into that? Congratulations, Hydra, I'm so happy for you. You've done so much for us, and we're so glad you made it to this wonderful milestone. Thank you so much. If I'm being completely honest, you were the first ASMR channel I found, and got me into ASMR. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. So, you will always have a special place in my heart. Thank you for your work. My question is, how and when did you start thinking about making your ASMR videos? 2020 is when that all started out, and yeah, it all started out with my great voice acting epiphany. Thank you again, though, that really means a lot. Hi Hydro, congrats on 100k. My question is, if you had to go to any other country, where would it be? Probably the States or Canada. I do love the States. I really do love the States. Also, maybe Norway. Good people in Norway. I do like Norway. Or Japan. You know what? Any other country I do. If you had to give a listener a voice, who would it be? The actor, actress, or character? Actually, I do imagine actresses and actors sometimes when I'm recording. But I don't know, actually, to be honest. The other day, when I was recording the vampire audio, I was quite inspired by the cast of Wednesday for that, the vampire and the ghost, because it just kind of felt like raw, and they kind of, like comedic in a way. But in terms of like actual actresses and actors, I don't know, to be honest. I do imagine them, but not off the top of my head, I can't remember. However, that's not the point of these audios. When you're listening to this, the person who's talking to me is you. Thank you so much for your question. Right, congrats on 100k. That was the question. Thank you so much. Oh, that wasn't a question, that was a proclamation. Thank you. Next question, congrats on 100k. Here's my questions. Any plans for continuing any multi-part stories like Deacon, for example? Yeah, when I get around to it, but it is difficult. It's difficult to do a part 2. I love to do part 2s, but they are hard. They do require me to research the original audio and really think about it. It's much easier to just make a new story up. So yeah, I have got plans to carry on a few of my old audios. How did you start voice acting? Any tips that you could give to any new voice actors? Just go for it. I know that's a crap cliche tip, but that's how I got started. Just buy that cheap mic. Just download that DAW and just go for it. Just stand in front of the mic and just riff. Just go for it. Me Ghost, how did you find or write the scripts you use in your videos? I just literally do just come up with them and start writing notes down, usually. Some of my recent videos have been improv, some of the crapper ones. So, yeah, but usually I'll see an idea in media and think, that's a good idea, and then start taking notes as to how I could use that to build a script. Any collabs that you're planning in the future? Not currently, but I'm absolutely open to it, so it could happen. Hey Hydro, what kind of music do you listen to in your daily life? By the way, I love your audio so much. Rock and metal all the way. Okay, next question. Hey Hydro, what kind of music do you listen to in your daily life? By the way, I love your audio so much. Once again, it's rock, it's metal, it's anything alternative. Go to Download in the UK, it's this huge rock festival. That's what music I listen to. That's the music I listen to. Next question, what is your real name? I don't know. I'll let you know when I work that out. And what is your birthday, dear? Well, my dear, my birthday is the 26th of May, 1998. Yeah, I'm not really a millennial, not really Gen Z, not really anything. I'm just in that weird purgatory area when it comes to birthdays. Right. Next one comes from Nux Moon Reads. I know that guy. He's brilliant. He helped me get here. Big thanks to that guy. Big congrats, dude. Much love. Question 1. Were there times where you almost gave up on YouTube throughout your journey? And if so, what kept you going? I wouldn't say I ever got close to giving up, but there was times when I started to question what I was doing because... typically the controversy, that's why I stay away from Twitter really now, is because when somebody you made friends with turns out to be a piece of shit or has done something horrendous to people, that just used to really make me feel crap, because you end up getting associated with those people even though you don't associate with them, and you don't agree with what they've done, but you still get roped into it. And there was points where certain people, not naming any names, did something really bad or hurt a bunch of people, and I sat there and thought, shit, should I distance myself from YouTube because this could affect my future career prospects, if I get roped in with these people who are literally at a certain point criminals. So there was times when that kind of made me think, but what kept me going was just knowing that, one, I'm not like that, and two, there's a lot of people out there that love me and care about me, and I've got a huge ass kingdom that needs me, so I'm not giving up on my kingdom. And I love you all so, so very much, and I owe you all for all that you've done for me. You might not realise it, but you guys have gave me everything, so, yeah, what kept me going? And I know it's very cliche, but my kingdom. Question 2, would you be interested in collaborating on a project of mine in the future? Absolutely. I mean, I would, dude. I'm just a message away. Of course I would. Favourite anime? Oh, that's a good question. It's either... I don't really have a favourite anime. It's either going to be Steins Gate, Tokyo Ghoul, or Full Metal Alchemist. I'm leaning towards saying Tokyo Ghoul, though. Right. By the way, my name is Nix, pronounced as Nix, not Nux. Shit, I've been pronouncing that wrong the whole time. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, of course it is. NYX, that's not Nux, that's Nix. I've been reading your name the... Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I've only just read that. I've literally been saying your name wrong since I've known you. That has been well over a year. Dude, I'm so fucking sorry. Oh, that is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Nix. I'm sorry. You know, I'm going to leave all my mistakes in there. I'm pretty sure I've said your name before in this whole weird podcast Q&A thing, but I'm going to leave my mistakes in just so you guys know that I learned from my mistakes. I'm so sorry, Nix. Nix. Nix Moon reads, everybody. You should definitely go check him out, by the way. He's an incredibly talented guy. His personality far exceeds mine, and so does his talent. Go check him out. Okay, next question. Oh, we've only got 2 left. I still can't believe that. Holy shit. I've been pronouncing your name wrong the whole time. Dude, that is so embarrassing. Hi, Hydro. Congrats on 100k, you truly deserve it, man. Thank you so much. My question is, are you ever planning on doing a collab with Nix or UTC? Not currently, but if ever they hit me with anything, I'd be there. I love doing collabs, and yeah, but I'm too shy to plan it out myself, so yeah. Last question, holy shit, how long has this recording been going on for? 2 hours and 4 minutes. Well, I've made some mistakes that I'll probably be shortened down, but bloody hell. I was kind of hoping this would only be like half an hour long. Wow. If you made it this far, well done. You deserve a reward. So sorry I'm late. Congratulations. Thank you so much. My questions be... Yeah, your questions be... These are like rapid fire questions. Celebrity crush? Oh, bloody hell. Who do I have a crush on at the moment? I don't really have, like, a serious celebrity crush, to be fair. Oh, who have I had a crush on in the past? Probably, like, Hayley Williams from Paramore, Eva Green, Rhea Ripley. I don't know, to be honest. I always have a crush on somebody new each week, so, yeah. I don't know who I have a crush on at the moment, though. But yeah, what were the questions? Height, I am 6'2". I am medically diagnosed as being 188 centimeters. I actually asked the doctor to measure me because I've got such a Napoleon complex. Eye colour, like a really weird green colour. Favourite drink, somewhere between lager and tea. Favourite anime? Oh, we've done this one. It's like Steins Gate, Tokyo Ghoul, Full Metal Alchemist. I don't have, like, an exact favourite anime, but I would say, yeah, Tokyo Ghoul is, like, the one that I've rewatched more times than I can count. What am I watching at the moment? I'm going to have a look on Crunchyroll. Hang on. I need to get better Wi-Fi, holy shit. I've been rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! Sword Art. Sword Art. Oh, Dan. I've been watching Dan. I love Dan. That's so fucking good. To Be a Hero X, that's what I've been watching recently, and Solo Leveling too. So yeah, that's what I'm really into at the moment, but I think as an all-time sort of thing, it's definitely, Tokyo Ghoul. Right, love your content, keep it up. I certainly will do to the best of my ability. That is all the questions that I got. Thank you so much for all of your support and all of your questions. I cannot tell you how much I love and respect each and every one of you, and to be honest, this was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. I think part of the reason why I've been putting this off for 11 months was because I was nervous. It sounds so stupid, but I'm much more comfortable playing a character than I am playing myself. When I'm a character, it feels like... it's like wearing a mask, you know? It's like, if I fuck up, it's not me fucking up, it's the character. I know that sounds stupid because that's not true, but... it's just, it feels easier to play somebody than to be authentic. I think only an actor would understand what I mean by saying that, but yeah, so I was really nervous to do this because I was worried to sort of just be me, you know, in front of you guys. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure this will only really be watched by the close fans anyway, but yeah, I just kept putting it off, and I'm really, really sorry about that. Also, I've got to say a huge thanks to UTC and Nix. Holy shit, I'm so sorry about mispronouncing your name a million times in a row. God, dude, that is so bad. Anyway, huge thanks to those guys. They gave me the extra push I needed to get over the 100k mark. And huge thanks to my kingdom. Thank you so much to everybody who helped me get to where I am, which is anybody who subscribed, which is the whole kingdom. I love you all so much. You've changed my life, you've given me direction, you've given me purpose, and if the Hydro Kingdom isn't around forever, then so be it. But what will be around forever is my love for you guys and the direction you put me on. I will never stop trying to make good content for you. I will never not be there for you. I love you all so much. Yeah, that's it. That is the Q&A. It's all done. It's all wrapped up. If you listen through that whole thing, wow, I'm so sorry you had to listen to my annoying voice for that long, but just know that I love you all so much, and I'm so sorry for the ridiculous delay in producing this, but better late than never. And I've got to say, it was a lot more fun than I realised it would be, especially when I got into a rhythm. You know, it kind of went from being scary to almost like I'm actually talking to a friend, you know. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I love you all more than anything. Thank you for the 100k. It means everything to me. I am going to continue to keep creating the best content I physically can for you, and I am going to try my absolute best to give you the kingdom you deserve. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I love you more than anything. Thank you for everything. I will see you. I don't know when, to be honest, because like I said, I'm not one to do these authentic things. But yeah, who knows? I'll see you soon.